Indianapolis, Indiana, home of the Indianapolis Colts and home for yet another NFL scouting combine.
You know, you guys have heard me say it a lot. It's about collaboration, not only collaboration on the coaching staff, but collaboration with the scouting staff. That's what we're trying to build here. We have a long way to go, but I like where we started.
I just want to win. That's the main thing. Very competitive, and I want to win the right way with people, with working with Jerod and the staff, and really just determining how we can just get this thing rolling in the right direction.
Let's do the risers at each position.
Our February meetings with the scouts, all the area scouts and national scouts came in in, 8-9 days, and it's been a lot of work. It's been fun.
You're one of the few people maybe in the building that have had experiences outside of the building, Eliot.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's from Green Bay, it's from Cleveland, it's from Coach Belichick, it's from everyone I've talked to, everywhere I've been, and we try to, just kind of marry up all those thoughts and ideas and determine what we can do that will end up being the way for the Patriots moving forward.
Yeah, have a lot of respect for Eliot. He obviously has a great pedigree in terms of his dad and has learned a lot of football.
Presenting Ron Wolf for enshrinement into the Pro Football Hall of Fame, Eliot Wolf.
He had a tremendous career, and it was always great. Unfortunate for me being able to go into the office when I was young and learn from him and just kind of be a fly on the wall. I'll always go to him with questions about not specific players, but just, kind of ways to work through different areas of adversity that I might have. Similar philosophies: draft and develop. Try to get weapons. Work backwards. Start with, all right, here are the really good players, and then work backwards in terms of like, all right, maybe this guy doesn't fit or that guy doesn't fit. It's about going through the process and determining, who can really help us and who we want to add to our building.
I think he'll be able to work in concert with the scouting staff, and then I think he'll be a great asset to Jerod as well as he kind of works his way through.
I love the game of football, and I want to coach after I'm done playing.
Yeah, I've been here. I was here as a player, obviously. which is totally different. But yeah, I've been here probably 2 or 3 times as a coach. Yeah, just being able to see the guys, but there's also an opportunity here, which I think is important, to get those 15-minute formal interviews going.
So formal interview, we have 45 that we're allowed to have. They're 18 minutes each, and it's at a specific time. And each team gets an interview suite where we're able to bring them in, talk to them for that allotted time, and then they're out.
It's about collaboration, not only collaboration on the coaching staff, but collaboration with the scouting staff. That's what we're trying to build here. We have a long way to go, but I like where we started. Excited to really get around the players. Remember, we're still in the honeymoon phase. Who knows what's going to happen down the line, but honestly, I have nothing but faith in what Eliot and his team are able to do. I've been learning a lot from those guys, and hopefully he's learned from not only myself, but the coaching staff of what pieces to the puzzle we are looking for. All right, appreciate it.
Thanks, John.
Nice 40.
Because this guy's tougher than nails.
What do you think you get the most out of when you come here to the combine?
Well, number one, the medical, because it's a standardized medical that everybody gets. But other than that, like, the workouts on the field are important. You get to see the guys move around, doing the same drills that everybody else is doing, so you can compare them against each other. Everything that we get this week is part of the puzzle.
We changed the grading system. It's a little bit more similar to what we did in Green Bay. The previous Patriots system was more, this is what the role is, and this is more kind of value-based.
How can you help explain what that change means to fans?
Yeah, my best way of explaining it is we're still identifying good players, and that's ultimately the goal. I think it's just finding a new way of articulating how to portray or paint a picture for what that player would be for us. We can still value players and explain all the things that they do for us. It's just explaining it in a different way.
Yeah, I think there's a couple good positions in this draft. Tackles deep. You know, more and more college teams play with 4 and 5 receivers, so there's a lot of receivers. So there's probably different avenues for us to make our team better based on what's available in the draft. Historically, yeah, this is a pretty strong quarterback class.
It's the most important position in football, and it's a position where they need to essentially elevate the players around them. And I think their leadership, their talent, their dependability on a snap-by-snap basis, their intelligence is really the primary factors that would lead to their ability to do that.
Look, quarterback, obviously you want the physical assets, right? The big arm, the mobility, all those things. It's really about the competitiveness and just that nature. The good quarterbacks that I've been around have, taken big hits and gotten back up.
Snap back to throw. Here's the West, going to be sacked. Back at the 40-yard line.
So you want that toughness, especially out of your quarterback room.
Behind the scenes, when we get to interview the players and talk to them one-on-one and get our own room and really get to the nitty-gritty of some of the issues or concerns or anything that we need answered before making decisions.
Yeah, actually just wanted to get together to catch up on some of these interviews that you all have had. I think, between formals, the windows are super short. We don't really have a ton of time to talk about the players, and then informals I haven't been around between, the three of you, Josh, JT, and Alex.
Hearing his story for the first time, knowing that my first time ever meeting him, he's not in my area, he's in your area, JT, so that crossover was good.
Really nice kid, he means well, he's tough, he's accountable. I think it's really a project.
I loved him in terms of football character. Like, he's everything that we're looking for. I do think at the end of the day, he'll be able to, enter our program and do well.
He was just everything, like extremely charismatic, infectious, great dude. Once he got to whatever that season was, 21, was really the one where he's like, okay, I think I can play in the NFL.
Did you watch film?
Yeah, it wasn't good enough. He puts in a lot of time, a lot of effort, but ultimately, I think there's definitely a ceiling there. Really limited for a guy who's played as much as he had.
It's really important for us to get face-to-face and ask them some of the questions that we had going in. And it's been great, especially we're able to watch film with them, do whatever that we want to spend in the allotted time that we have. And we get to some pointed questions. So we have a plan going in, and we really get more familiar with some of the questions that we need answered.
We have some holes on the roster. We have some good players on the roster as well, but we have some holes, and we're gonna do what's best and try to get this thing going.
I think everyone realizes that we'll have disagreements, but hopefully at the end of those meetings, we're able to come to some type of common ground. You don't always have to agree with me. I may not agree with you, but at the same time, you would like us all to be on the same page.